This Use a Plane is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras' theorem works, understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.
Upgrade to Lime!
This is the Barbados Today morning update for Monday, February 2nd, 2015. I'm Carol Williams. Good morning. The head of the Barbados Agricultural Society is calling for urgent talks with government, hoteliers and manufacturers. The appeal by James Paul comes as hoteliers begin accessing concessions on some products. The CEO tells Barbados Today that the talks will ensure that all players stick to the terms of the Memorandum of Understanding that was signed several months ago to guide the arrangement.
The BS board has a meeting this week. I would suggest to you that board meeting, I believe that this issue will come up. And I do believe that even that, most likely we write in the Ministry of Tourism and the Ministry of Agriculture in respect of trying to find out and ascertaining exactly what the story is in respect of this whole question of the granting of these import concessions.
The Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association announced on the weekend that its members could begin applying for concessions effective yesterday. But that announcement appears to have caught the BAS off guard.
The question is when they apply, what happens? Of course, we also must take into consideration the fact that there was special machinery that was supposed to go into place in order to, one, determine the legitimacy of the application, first of all, and then doing that, we put things in place to monitor how they are going. I haven't heard anything like that from the ministries to date. I'm a bit surprised, really, though, that we are proceeding in this manner. I really think that we need to recognize that there are players in the Memorandum of Understanding, which includes the BHTA, yes, but they are not the only partners. The other partners include the BAS and the BMA.
Former Attorney General Dale Marshall is calling for a criminal investigation to be launched into the Clico matter. Speaking at the Barbados Labour Party People's Parliament meeting at the Alma Parish School in St. Peter last night, the attorney-at-law said he did not understand why this was not being pursued. His comments follow reports that the judicial manager of Clico has commenced legal action to recover just over $3.3 million from former Clico chairman Leroy Paris, a company he allegedly owned, and the estate of late Prime Minister David Thompson. A top Ministry of Finance official is advising government to rethink its relationship with the international ratings agency Standard & Poor's. Parliamentary Secretary in the ministry, Senator Jepter Ince, says there are too many obvious inconsistencies with the US-based agency, which has been downgrading Barbados' credit rating.
I am saying to you that if you are a professional, then you must act like one. And anytime that you are found or caught doing what you would call inappropriate activities in order to advance your cause, then I would rethink my relationship with you.
Senator Ince was speaking at a Democratic Labour Party meeting in St. George North last night at Bridgecourt. That meeting was attended by Housing Minister Dennis Kelman, who announced that work is ready to resume on the Parish Land housing project in St. Philip.
So if I had gone to Parish Land, I would have spent nearly $100,000 trying to keep Parish Land clean. And the houses up there weren't interfering anybody, nobody living in them. They weren't bringing the rats, they didn't get any complaints of rats or anything. But people were meeting. Now that we have the decisions, I challenge anybody here now to go to Parish Land and tell me what you see. Parish Land is now ready for the contractors to move back in, and they ain't got to worry with no tall grass. The grass was nicely cut and sprayed. Not only cut, and sprayed.
Some 120 houses are being constructed under the project that was launched more than 4 years ago. Barbados has begun holding activities to observe African Awareness Month. The first official activity was staged at Browns Beach yesterday, where Pan-Africanists and others gathered to pay tribute to the Africans who died and washed up on the shores in the area after being thrown overboard following the journey from West Africa. University of the West Indies lecturer in history, Professor Rodney Worrell, explains why many slaves jumped off the ships and drowned when the vessels arrived in Barbados.
Many enslaved Africans jump off, or I should say, jump off those ships when, in the early period of slavery, when they used to use the method called scramble, where the planters would rush on the ships and select the enslaved persons they wanted. This method was not very popular given the fact that the enslaved thought that these were a set of devils rushing to capture them, and many of them jumped off the ships.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In the region, all eyes are on Trinidad and Tobago, where there is talk of a possible cabinet reshuffle. The reports come amid witness tampering allegations involving Attorney General Anand Logan, who's facing a criminal probe following allegations of an attempt to pervert the course of justice. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar makes a statement on the matter at 4 p.m. today. The cabinet last underwent a reshuffle on September 4th, 2013. Over now to St. Kitts and Nevis, where the OECS Supreme Court will today hear arguments in the constituency boundaries matter. The appeal court had earlier issued an interim injunction barring the use of new constituency boundaries in the next election until the matter was heard on February 9, 3 days after nomination day. And internationally, the United States is moving to clamp down on firms that have escaped paying taxes on overseas profits. U.S. President Barack Obama is expected to announce today the imposition of a one-off 14% tax on U.S. profits stashed overseas, as well as a 19% tax on any future profits as they are earned. This is expected to raise $238 billion that will be used to fund road projects. U.S. firms have an estimated $2.1 trillion worth of profits stashed overseas. And that brings us to the end of our Barbados Today morning update. Join us again this afternoon. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV as well as Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Carol Williams. Have a great day.
This news update is brought to you by...
Everyone's looking for more space.
How many pairs of shoes do you need?
Closet space.
Circle again, I think I see one.
Parking space.
And that is how Pythagoras theorem works. Understand?
Even headspace. But when it comes to data storage, MyCloud from Lime has plenty of room for you. Upgrade to a Lime data plan of 500 megs or more and get 3 gigs of MyCloud data storage free. It's great for storing photos, music, and much more. So don't delete it. Store it on MyCloud from Lime. It's the only space to be.